What's up, y'all? It's me, it's your boy, Mr. D, back at it again to talk about works cited formatting. So there are just some essential rules that I'm going to run through today and then demonstrate that basically always apply to how you do your works cited. You should just get in the habit of always doing it this way. So the first thing to note here for some students is that the works cited should be on a separate page. Okay, it's not at the end of wherever your conclusion ends. You're going to insert a page break. How you do that is, let's say right here is the end of my conclusion paragraph. I click on the next line, then I go up here to this tab called Insert, and right here we've got a handy dandy little page break. Okay, so we're going to click that, and that moves everything to its own page, so we're feeling good about that. Step 2 is we're going to generate entries. Okay, now my advice is that you don't use an online helper. It's not that hard to manually come up with the entries for a works cited. Okay, author, last name, comma, first name, the title of the book in italics, if you're quoting a book, who published it, in what year, and if it's in print. If it's, a web source, then you might have a URL after. But as you can see, it's not particularly complicated here. But let's say you do use easybib.com or something like that, which will probably get your citation wrong. So I suggest you don't do it because it usually doesn't pull exactly the same copy of the book that you're actually using. But if you do use one, make sure to use the keep text only function to avoid any HTML. So what that means is that, let's say you went to a website and you copied some text. I'm just going to copy it here. What you want to do in order to copy paste it without getting all that HTML code that's in web pages is click on this arrow and go to the last option here called keep text only. That means you're going to get just the text and avoid all that nasty formatting that you don't want. But I suggest really just learning how to do an MLA citation. It's not particularly hard. The next thing you need to do is you need to double space. So I'm going to go down here. I have all my entries. I was citing apparently 4 items. So I'm going to double space. Then here's something that people struggle with, and I really don't know why. The first line is not indented in a works cited entry. Okay, this is not a body paragraph where you indent the first line. The second lines and beyond are indented. So you might be asking yourself, Mr. D, okay, how do I get the second line indented, but not the first line? Because if I go like this, it moves the whole thing. And I don't want that. Am I just totally screwed? No, you're not screwed, okay? What you need to do to achieve this is put your cursor at the end of the first line and then press tab. So I'm going to take my cursor, I'm going to drag it over here. I press tab and we're all happy. Look at that. Magic. Do that again for the second one. Do that. I don't need to do it for the third one because it's only 1 line. My fourth one is 2 lines as well. So here you go. Boom. I'm a happy boy. Okay. Next, I'm going to put works cited, center justified at the top. So I'm going to go to the top. Here's my center justified button. Works cited. And we're happy. And alphabetize your entries. It should be very easy if they're not alphabetized already when you make them to just copy paste, get them in the right order, but luckily mine were already sneakily alphabetized. There you go. You can put an extra space here, it makes it look better. That's how you do a works cited.